Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd playing as Pskov. Now it looks like Poland had eaten Silesia, provoking a coalition. And Lithuania dishonored. Lithuania does have forts though, and 17k, so they double us. We can't do anything about that. They've got choice in Muscovy, so we can't even call them Muscovy, promising land. But this could be really good for future opportunities to pick up them apart. Let's continue trying to befriend. Okay, so Serbia doesn't exist any longer. Slovakia does. Fedora does. And now we can get bonus. Let's get improved war taxes. Okay, now does anyone want to rent out our army? That would be helpful. We need a ducat a month. Well, we really want 2 ducats per month. Bohemia, are you part of the coalition? You are. Sorry, Poland, you had your chance. Okay. Offer you our army. Only take it for free. Austria. Hungary. Brandenburg is on Poland's side. Got Salzburg. 0.75, so they wouldn't pay for the cost of it. Saxony. 2.25 ducats per month. I mean, that's pretty good. They'd pay us 40 ducats up front. Yeah, I mean, I can live with that. So they're paying the cost of our army. And had to give us some upfront cash. And we'll just sit back for the next 18 months. Okay, this guy's pretty good. I am going to re-elect him. So I paid off all of the 10 ducat loans that we had. And we're only making a ducat 22, so we are losing a little bit of money for having our army paid, but, you know, we got 40 ducats. So as long as our army doesn't get wiped out by the enemy coming over here, I think we will end up ahead on this. Thank you, Muscovy. Subsidies of 267 per month from Muscovy. That can turn things around. I lose the Diplo points. We don't really want to lose out on any trade income. Let's check on how things are going. Livonian Order's got 14k. Riga's still got 5k. Riga's not under siege, so I imagine that they would try to help them. Well, we should check. Yeah, yes. Ooh, Muscovy would join in if we gave them land. I mean, how can I not do that? Doesn't cost any favors. They probably want this. I mean, yeah, let's do it. We're paying our army. Sorry, Saxony, we're gonna have to revoke that. They signed a peace for that other war, and now we can collect war taxes. It's no longer free because we do have corruption. Oh, our army capable of capturing that? I'm not sure. Is it capable of looting? Is the big question, though. It's not suffering attrition. It's not going to capture it, but it is looting. Best of both worlds. They have some debt. Let's ask for military access. Okay, Muscovite troops can get through here. And let's bring down our autonomy. We'll get our army back before long, 3 months. And now we only have 200 debt. Muscovy, please siege that down for me. Thank you. I'm gonna get this guy back from Saxony. Thank you for the cash. Their force summit did not go up by lowering that autonomy. So I'm hesitant to go over the limit here. Okay, there's no more loot there. Okay, let's head up there. We gotta participate in this fight, otherwise I'll lose. Which is okay by me, but we need greater war participation. Now let's just do this. Oh, it only gave us 2. I thought it said it was going to give us 4. Maybe it only takes us up to our limit. Okay, well that works for me. Let's start building up some spy power here. Get off another loan. And start building up some spy power here. Yes, Muscovy, destroy them. Muscovy, could you get in there? I doubt you can. Why don't you go up there? Yeah, let's see what Muscovy actually wants out of this. It's probably this province. They probably can't get it. So, as long as we try to offer that to them, we shouldn't lose any trust for taking whatever we want. And I like being a Baltic Republic. That's always fun. Crack the walls here, that's good. And we're accumulating a lot less inflation than we used to be. We only have 9 loans. So a loan is 5 years. So that's only like 0.2 inflation per year. Okay. Now we can just spread out a little bit. And put some pressure on Riga. But I do want to capture some of this other stuff first. Stop them from building troops. Let's pay off some more debt. I do want to bring down that inflation a little bit more. Okay, we cracked both those walls. That's really nice. Sadly, we can't get up here to the island. Not ask them to siege this out, as I don't want them to move off of that fort. Sure. And I really should anticipate them doing something dumb. So I'm going to keep a single troop up on this fort in case they move off of it inexplicably. Because these guys should be sufficient to siege down Riga. Except for in the event of disease outbreaks. Yeah, we'll do that. All is ours. Oh. I almost clicked on that when I was trying to click on other stuff. Okay. For some time now, the Republic has seen an... let's try that again. For some time now, the Republic has seen an increased control of the guilds on the Pskovian political stage. Relying on a large number of apprentices, small shop owners, and craftsmen, this faction has been able to confiscate all power within the government and to monopolize all offices in the administration. Rather than risk lasting marginalization, the aristocrats and traders have begun to speculate in grain. This has quickly drained the state reserves of bread and grain and led to a severe increase in prices. Until now, the guilds have disregarded the developing crisis, as poor people requesting loans to buy food seemed to be an opportunity for tidy profits. That is, until they began to crowd the main plaza of Pskov and the foot of the Knyaz's palace, going as far as slaughtering half a score guards that had ordered them to disperse. Worst of all, they began to loot dozens of shops. So we can get 10 noble rebels, or we can lose some stability and have an election. Let's go for that. Don't like losing stability, but, you know, choosing between two unattractive options here. Let's keep an eye on our time. 15 minutes. Okay, we're good. Should clear my throat. 1 second. And of course, he's a navigator as well. I'll do it like that. That'll make us some more cash. And we gotta get this stability back up. It's so expensive for us, though. I do want to knock Riga out of this separately. We no longer need that. So we can just work on... what? Allies? Because there's money here, and especially we can get war reparations, which go pretty far. Potentially we could also vassalize them, but I think aggressive expansions can be pretty serious from what we take here. And I do want Riga around to be able to rob, and to be able to attack if we ever do fall under the risk of a personal union due to lack of an heir. Having a one province minor to attack, even if they're in a trade league. That could drag us into a war. And we could stay in for a number of years. And need to build up a navy eventually. Okay, come on. Hurry this up. Wanted to get my stability up before we got a bunch of stuff that we needed to core. This is why you're overextended, stability is more expensive. But looks like this is going to take some time. And sorry if the game runs a little more slowly, especially during the auto saves. It's a trade-off for having the 1080p quality. At least there's military power. It's one that's seemed to be most abundant. Oh, then now we're starting to fall behind. Oh, Poland, what are you doing? Why was there a Polish spy in? It was a Polish spy, right? We cut a Polish spy? No, it was something else. They canceled military access or something. I'll still blame it on spies and wreckers. Okay, come on. Giving us war exhaustion. Don't like it. I guess we're getting war taxes. It's not the worst thing in the world, but... okay, well, another month or two and we should be getting our stability up. Yeah, another month. Okay. I'm ready for you to surrender. Only 108 ducats. Then we need a lot of money to fund on to getting down that corruption. But if we don't have to worry about loans any further, then that'll free up some more cash. Okay. Don't want autonomy to go up. Let's talk about peace, Riga. So, wow, you only have 11 ducats. Now I can't feel bad beating up on you. But we're going to take those 11 ducats, and we'll get 5 of them. We'll get some prestige. Okay, now the real peace deal. Oh, Muscovy can't get that. Three, 61, 70, so it'd be a 2-nation. If we full annex them, we can full annex them without really upsetting anyone. But if we left him alive... a lot of ducats. I think... and we're not going to get too much of that. So it would just be the Teutonic Order. I mean, I think that that's perfectly acceptable. Oh, we would leave them alive up here. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so we have a fort here and there. I think we can keep those and just not pay for them. Keep our army here. Don't like having to pay for a missionary. He would just provoke everyone. Let's try to slow down the spread. Yeah, I would imagine so. Okay, so we can get the Teutonic Order as a rival. Let's do that. Let's issue an embargo. And send them an insult next month. And Riga is now the right religion. We could probably befriend them eventually. I think we'll start working on that right now. Pay off loan and try to get rid of some more of this corruption, more overextension, so it's still ticking downward. Okay, that's a pretty good peace deal, I must say. Still making money as long as we're getting the subsidies, but those won't last for too much longer, I'm sure. Yeah. That happened. My goal is to get some of this stuff cored, then we could get an accepted culture, and that'll make the conversions much easier. Because right now, at 256 months, it's just going to provoke them to rise up. Reduce down that war exhaustion. And we can bring down our rebel progress. So hopefully we'll be able to buy ourselves some time. Okay, Riga. No longer avowed rival, that's certainly ideal. Because I always viewed them as a friend. I always viewed you as a friend, Riga. Okay, one of our guys got sent away. Can we send him there? Just checking out what our new options are. Probably because Krakow was forced to become independent due to the coalition. We'll just continue coring stuff. Try to manage this unrest. Now at least we've got some territory. That gives us a lot more to work with than where we started. Still utterly dependent on Muscovite subsidies. But if we can avoid these rebels killing us, pay off our debt, bring down this corruption, we're in pretty good shape relative to our starting position. No. Okay, so those subsidies naturally ended. No surprise. I'm gonna wait for both factions to get up to 30, and then we'll drop them down with this. Support basically the secret police, the Dobrichnina, which is a kind of boyar noble class that Ivan the Terrible had created to manage kind of civil service that was loyal to him, but increasingly they were used for secret police sorts of duties. Though in these times of crisis, actually, the former Khan, the Qasim Khanate, that was a Muscovite vassal, when people there converted to Orthodoxy. He became a regent on the Muscovite throne when Ivan stepped away temporarily. Really interesting. Wouldn't think that you'd do that with a former Muslim from a Khanate. I don't know how much power he really had, you know, that's hard to say. But it's an interesting fact about the past. Still not going to try converting anything yet. That would just provoke these guys. Hopefully through coring, getting accepted culture, we can avoid some of this unrest. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. That's already half of the way towards the next one that we could do. Yeah, let's get some admin and get the coring back on track. That we're not paying off anything right now while we're... Oh, look at that. Look at that. That looks like opportunity to me. So we're going to pull this guy back, and we're going to start plotting out our conquest of Plotsk. And get some claims on Plotsk itself. Really did No, we're friends. We said it. We're friends. Live with it. Re-electing. Production and trade power, I can live with that. And we are going to shift gradually over to the aristocrats. Because we want that army morale. Hopefully they'll stay off of our territory. That mind, we should actually start paying this. Although if they move on to our territory, that fort's not going to make a difference. Just being upfront about that. Okay, it's back up to 30. Iberian wedding doesn't really affect us. Corruption has gone down a little bit from its high point. Still really bad. Okay, let's give the aristocrats some more influence. Okay, that's all stable. So let's try to bring down this inflation a little bit. One thing I definitely would like to do before we switch over to a monarchy is get plutocratic ideas unlocked. So I really should stop bringing down inflation. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, good, they're moving away. This is the way they should move. They don't have any Belarusian cultural provinces up here or any cores. So 50 and 30 again, that's scary. Because this has barely gone up. $16 and 18k, so both of those are nearly double our force limit. And we don't share a border with our ally Muscovy, who can help bring them to heal. And we don't have a theologian as an option. 72 to go. And we could use military points. Buy them down. I think that's what we're going to end up having to do. Getting rid of some of that overextension will certainly help. And already up to 70. Okay, so before this switches hands, let's go ahead and get a claim there. Muscovy's got claims on all of it except for Neva. We'll get some more claims up there. $80 aristocrats. This is up to 90. Austria's attacking France. That's not something you see every day. France has no allies. Austria's pretty well allied. Okay, at least they're a vassal. But yeah, my money would probably be on Austria this time. Really want some states. At least it seemed to have slowed down for the moment. Okay, harsh treatment costs us 60, but that should buy us some time. Some more military points. If we need to buy down rebel progress, we can. This separatism is lowering. Overextension is slowly working its way down. Ah, 70 again. Okay, don't need to pay this any longer. Well, it looks like Lithuania did reassert order. Which is okay, it's just as long as they're weak. Don't need them to break free quite yet. Ooh, they're friendly with us. But their alliance with the Teutonic Order, who's our rival, and our alliance with Muscovy, who's their rival. Gotta keep an eye on that. If it goes back up to 90, I'll have to force it back down. And that one's up to 60 even. Almost certainly have to force them both back down. Let me get a state in here. Because if I can state this stuff up, then I could get these accepted cultures. Don't go up any higher, don't go up any higher. I guess I could increase our Republican tradition because it does reduce national unrest. So I do want to get this up before we flip government types anyway. Okay, so we can get a state up in Coronia. I'm not going to fully core all this stuff yet. Latvian, Estonian. Yeah, I think once it's all cored, we'll be able to get both. It's really moving slowly. Sorry about that. Okay, Estonia is now an accepted culture. That helped a lot. Oh, let's get a claim here. We already have a claim there? We already do. Don't want a claim there. Let's call that guy back. Okay, let's get a claim here, because that's also Plotskin Core, and it's actually in rebel hands. Let's call these guys back. One in allies, one in outraged. Keep an eye on that. Still not doing anything with those yet. Oh, if that would just hurry up. Okay, let's strengthen government. I want that tiny modifier to our unrest. That still gives us enough points where we could reduce both of those down. Okay, now we have Latvian as an accepted culture. And I think we could weather this the rest of the way without having... Yeah, it's just a merchant. Has a little bit of trade power. Okay, so let's drop that down a little bit more. See if we can pay off some debt. Getting this done would really help, because it would drop it down from 60 to 30, and that would buy us so much time. Let's keep an eye on our time. 40 minutes. I'm going to stop here. Thank you for watching.